I was looking at alts, and alts are pushing 400% in a pump, and I'm seeing that, oh man, if I took this $1,000, I could 40x it with an alt. Whereas, am I going to get a 40x out of Bitcoin? And that's the emotional intelligence that messes with you. It hits you right here in the head, man. You're like, what am I doing? Am I just lollygagging around, just waiting for this thing to pump out of, or am I making my money work for me? And so that is something that really screwed with me, especially last bull cycle when ETH went to 4,800. I was dead set in my mind ETH was going to $8,000. I was dead set. And so I had, at the time, I had 20 at the end of that bull. What was that? 23, I don't know, 22, somewhere around there. Where ETH ended up $4,800. I can't remember. So that November, December was super bullish for ETH, and then January, February were still bullish, but they weren't as great as that November, December. And then I thought things were going to get better when they weren't, and I ended up round tripping 27K into $4,000. And man, it felt like the bottom fell out. But that experience right there, you just learn so much from stuff like that, that it just makes you a better investor over time. Because if you can hold through that and you could still make it out and still want to come back into this game and still play the game, man, hats off to you, because that bottom, it sucks. It sucks round for max.
That nicely sums it up. Yeah.
I round tripped 2010 or the 2010 cycle. Like that, you couldn't really do a whole lot back then either. So you just had to ride it up and go back down. And so my next cycle, I round tripped that too. Because it was like, what do you do? What else do you like? There's no like real clear way to take profits. You could go to an exchange, but a lot of those exchanges were having problems. So I just kept my Bitcoin, and it was like, it was up super high, and then it was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. And I think that's part of
Bitcoin.
And I think that's how they get you a little bit, because you in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, this thing isn't going to pump, so I have to sit on this bag for 3 years now. And that thought alone, you're like, what the heck? But it's good, because you should be accumulating the whole time when it's down there around the bottom, right? But we don't. We get discouraged, then we blame ourselves, and then we go through the whole anger, depression, all that stuff. And then things start getting better, and you're like, oh, I should have been buying the whole time. So, but yeah, to stay on top of it, it's a chore, man. It's a chore, and you have to be in these charts every day.
It's also definitely just like a huge mind game.
Yeah,
because like you guys have been saying, it goes up, you're happy. It goes down, you're sad.
Yeah.
It goes down even more, you're like, wanting to break stuff or throw stuff around, or like just sell, get out of it. Like,
it's tough to
and then
pull
it
the
goes back
emotions
up,
out.
and you're like, dang it, why did I sell? Why didn't I invest? And then it's like the regret, and it's like,
and now
it's a huge emotional mind swing.
You can turn negatives into positives now. You can buy red candle. That's what you should be waiting for. You should be waiting for red candles. You should not be buying green candles. And so this is type of stuff that, that's why we write these books to the kids, because the kids, they're going to be advanced. They're going to be smarter than us at our age. And that's what we want at Billy Goat Tales. We want mass adoption. We want to be able to teach the kids. I would love to get these books in a school system somewhere. And because these kids don't have, I never had financial class. I never had any, as far as me, I didn't have anybody to kind of take me under their wing and say, this is the do's and don'ts of crypto, and crypto will swallow you whole. I didn't have that. So crypto swallowed me whole until I took a step back and started learning things and taking it slow and nice and easy, and then finding out that, of course, Bitcoin is king.
Eventually you come back to it.